Hey, welcome back. Here's another Dream SMP character designs and headcanons. I think I want to rename this type of video to design discussions, but we'll see. Also, how exciting! This is part 3, and for this part, it's the toddlers of the server, like Michael and the rest of the babies. I was gonna make this part all about the personified characters, but I found out that video would be way too long, so I just went with the kids for now. I only cut 3 characters, those being Sally, Friend, and the Egg, so it's not too big of a loss, and if I really wanted to, I could give them their own video in the future. With that out of the way, let's get on to it. Hey, sorry for the interruption, but I made this stuff way before the SMP decided to bitch slap us with basically the lore of tragedy, so please keep that in mind, and let's get back to it. I sometimes go where the fandom goes, and when I saw fan art of Shroud being Tommy's kid or little brother figure, I immediately jumped on board. But of course, nothing goes super smoothly, and right off the bat, Shroud's design gave me so many issues because with the others, I had an idea in mind for what I wanted them to look like. For Shroud, I had absolutely nothing. I made 2 concept designs and had my friends pick which parts of them they liked. With that info, I made 2 more designs, showed those off, and they picked the winner. I'm so happy because I'm so indecisive and it really took off so much stress. I've gotten bored of the whole drawing the reference page thing, and I really just wanted to draw some full pieces with backgrounds, so that's what I decided to do. For this piece, I wanted to do some Tommy Shroud bonding because he is the newest and I really wanted to draw a cute bonding scene. With them just sitting in Tommy's house with Shroud teaching Tommy some string fingers, and if you don't know what that game is, if you can even call it a game, it's where you can make like the cat's cradle and stuff like that. And obviously, Tommy is struggling while Shroud is an expert. I still haven't changed my Tommy design yet. He still looks the same, but if you look at the bottom of his shoe later on, he has a cute little raccoon paw. It's the only thing I added to Tommy's design to hint at his raccoon tendencies, and I thought it was very cute, so I really wanted to point it out. With Shroud here with his wing design, it's absolutely adorable. I'm so glad I asked my friends for their input. I did mess up in the beginning and gave him like normal legs, but I fixed that later on and gave him back his little spider stubs. For his outfit, I didn't want to give him just Tommy's original shirt, so I got the thinking, which is rare, and I remembered his Lamberg outfit. And I thought, why not give him the undershirt of that? It could be silk, spider, it made a lot of sense, so boom, he had a shirt now. I like to think he rolls up his sleeves to do things, but when he's not, he has the sleeves sprawled all the way down, just flowing in the wind. So when I finally decided on a shirt, I didn't have the brain power for pants, so I just gave him Tommy's old pants he probably made into shorts for him. Probably some puffy sewing lessons paid off. I'm still peeved at the background. I put so much effort into things you'll never see, and as recording of this, I'm still super salty. Though I can let that go for now, because I really enjoy this piece, though it's not my favorite out of the bunch. It's time for everybody's favorite pig child. It's Michelle! Don't worry, Michael's next, but I had a blast drawing Michelle, and the only issue I had was like picking the correct fur color. I wanted her to be more orange, and it just wasn't working for like 20 minutes. I got it in the end, but still. Because we don't know anything about Michelle, like I don't know where she is in the lore right now. I like thinking she's on an adventure to be like her mom Puppy, but who knows? This poor child, please don't tell me they just abandoned her. I will cry. I did put her in the woods training, or well, trying to. Michelle's being a little overachiever and is trying to use an iron sword that she can barely pick up, but that won't stop her. For the background, I kind of like drawing forests because it's fun, and with nature you can do whatever you want. It's naturally chaotic. If that makes sense, I don't think it did. I just didn't have trouble putting things down for this background is what I mean. For Michelle's design, I gave her two, I don't know what you call them, like half braids, that at the bottom, which you can barely see, she has like golden hoops. Any other jewelry is probably a gift from Foolish. At least one of her big brothers is a good person. As for her outfit, I like to think Michelle idolizes her cool pirate mom, and she wants to wear one of her mom's outfits, but yet again, she's way too small, so she settles on an old pirate shirt that she turned into a dress with her mom's old belt. She'll probably raid Puppy's closet when she's old enough to do so, but until then, this will have to do. The final thing I want to talk about her design is her tail. You'll notice in Michael's next piece he has a way longer tail than her, and I like the headcanon that for some reason, which I haven't figured out yet, piglins get their tails cropped at a certain age. Maybe it's a rite of passage, maybe it's just tradition, or maybe the nether is way too dangerous to have a fluffy flowing pigtail. Who knows? So because Michelle is older than Michael, she got her tail cropped while he didn't because he just got adopted to the overworld. It doesn't really change anything, and they don't need to get their tails cropped, they just do. I just like to mention it because it's a cool design thing I added and I really wanted to point it out, just like the raccoon paws. Now it's Michael's turn, just chilling in his room like he always does with his pet chicken. I mean, there's not much else to do when you're locked in your room for 24/7. I mean, there's a good reason for that, the server is ruthless, I just wish he got more playdates. Michael's design is the one I had the longest, though he does go through some tiny changes, he mostly stays the same. The background is his simple bedroom, and the only thing I feel like pointing out is a cute little potion light I gave him. I really like it. The other is just some simple bedroom stuff. Fun fact, for the first time ever, the background took way less time than Michael himself, so that's fun. His outfit is the one I always put him in, a nice brown and yellow striped sweater, because a piglin in a snowy climate, he has to be cold. He also has some simple overalls and some fancy leg warmers. The boy's looking snappy. There isn't too much to talk about. I gave him more curly hair and of course the longer tail that we talked about with the floof at the end. I mean, I'm more proud of the chicken at this point. I mean, look at the fat boy. He chunky. I love him, little chicken nugget. Love him so much. I'm sorry there isn't more to talk about with Michael. I wish there was. Just enjoy the speed paint for this part at least. The Golden Children, Junior and Finley, were okay, I guess. I liked making headcanons about their powers way more than anything else. I mean, come on, they're kids of a demigod and were once totem of undying themselves, but I'll talk about that later. The background is a simple beach, just more family bonding with Junior carrying his sister around and flying. The designs are I like Finley's way more, so I'll talk about her first. Finley's the youngest of the kids and the most adorable. I like to think she uses her big puppy dog eyes to do and get whatever she wants. She's absolutely spoiled. Since Foolish literally gave them life, they both got little aspects of him like shark fins and teeth. Finley less so. She has long platinum blonde hair and again weird half braids that are just like cut off at the end. With them living in the desert, I gave her a flowy, breathable off-white dress with gold clips and some normal sandals. She also has the tiniest wings, which are not fit for flying at all, but are absolutely adorable. I like to think she flaps them when she gets upset. She's probably the most behaved of the two and just prefers to follow what her brother wants. Speaking of said brother, it's his turn now. I wanted him to look more like Foolish with darker blonde hair and similar blue markings, like a mini Foolish. He does have bigger wings than Finley and his outfit has the same concept, it just needs to be flowy and breathable for the desert. I also like to think Junior would love pranks. Maybe all the unclaimed pranks on the server was him, because when you're basically a demigod, what else is there to do than fuck with people? Well, Finley's an absolute angel and writes tiny little sorry notes to go with them. The fun part's here, talking about their powers. I wanted them to be opposites of each other, where Junior can fly and Finley can't, but she can walk on water while he can barely swim. It's fun to think about the possibilities, but there are a few powers they do share, probably mostly healing ones, that they use on their friends, and yes, they can still work as totems of undying, but the outcome is really sad, so let's hope that never happens. And finally, the fluffiest of the kids, Yogurt. Out of everyone, I think Yogurt is one of my favorite designs. They are just the cutest. I adore foxes, so they were a blast to design. The background is a simple snowy hill just for them making a snowman fox? I don't know, it has watermelon ears, what more can I say, it's amazing. Can you tell who my favorite is yet? For them themselves, I put them in a cute winter cloak, knitted sweater, black jeans, and black snow boots. And if you look really close at the footprints, you'll see little paw prints. I like to think Yogurt and Michael are in similar boats with their overprotective parents, especially how paranoid Fundy is. So Yogurt was raised to be cautious of everything, which backfired and made them scared of everything. So now Yogurt is basically a scaredy fox and prefers not trying many new things, which Fundy is slowly trying to help them get over. Fundy is trying to be a good dad, but all he needs to do is be better than Wilbur, and I mean that won't take much. Another tiny thing I think Yogurt would do is that they really like bright fun colors, but is scared of all the attention they might get. So they just don't wear them. But sometimes they wear bright fun accessories that Fundy gets them, to kind of push them out of their shell, even just a tiny bit. I hope you enjoy hearing about the kiddos. Now let's see the final pieces, and I really hope you enjoyed.